Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. So today I have another perfume video, and today I wanted to talk about the most overhyped, misleading reviewed perfumes ever. Like, we all know, like, I always, before I purchase anything, the process is think about it or hear about it, go to YouTube, hear what people think of it, and then go into the shop, try it out, and then buy it. But once in a while, we all fall victim of overly hyped products, so much that they start to make us think that we're crazy, like, for thinking any different. Only recently have I really started to find my voice in the perfume department of things, because there have been times when I've gone in and bought a perfume. I've even known I'm going to buy that perfume before I even smell it, just because of how many people were hyping it up online, which now I know better, and I've learned my lesson with overhyped products. One of the most annoying things about YouTube, about us YouTubers, is that sometimes we lack honesty, and that not only affects you guys watching, it also affects us, because we also watch other people's videos. So when it's like a whole dishonest ring. Now, I'm not saying everybody on YouTube tells lies, because, you know, that's crazy, obviously. But it's really getting hard. And I got a comment, which I was in the thought process of filming this video when I got this comment, and I was like, amen, girl. Amen. Like, amen. So she was like, and we were talking about it. Okay, I'll finish my sentences. She was like, it's about, like, thank goodness I found somebody who has talked. And what really got to me in her comment was that what actually got to me in her comment was actually that I literally, it is one of the few times on YouTube when I meet somebody who's experiencing the exact same thing I'm experiencing. So she said something like along the lines of, I literally started to think that I'm crazy, like something is wrong with my sense of smell, because this doesn't smell all that good, but everybody is hyping it up. After doing a little bit of research on this topic and perfumes, I found out that, like, a tip on YouTube: if more than 10 YouTubers are talking about a product, if you hear about a product from more than 10 YouTubers, either it's really good, or the company has sent free products to these YouTubers with a non-negotiable agreement that they will give it a great review. This is why sometimes there are pop-up of certain products on YouTube that everybody has and everybody is hyping up on YouTube, and then you go try it and you start wondering, like, am I crazy? You even start questioning, like, do I actually not have taste? What is wrong with me? One of these perfumes that I'm gonna share with you guys in this video, I found a way to work around it, because if you've watched my product empties videos, you guys know that I will find a way to use a product. If I put money to it, I will find a way to make it work. I'm not gonna just waste it. So I found a way to, like, work with some of these scents. But if I knew what I know now, I wouldn't have bought it. So I also wanted to help you guys to not make the same mistake. So that's just something, that a tip on YouTube. If you see a lot of YouTubers reviewing a product, it's either that product is really good, or the company has actually paid YouTubers money to to tell you guys that that thing is good. Now they get checks in their account plus that free product, and you get your money spent and then regret. So whatever we YouTubers speak about, go and do a personal check. And if your mind is telling you like, why can't I leave it? It means that it's not worth the hype. Now, I'm not saying this to put any other YouTuber, because again, there are a lot of YouTubers who are getting paid for reviewing products, and they only make, there's also that option, they only make deals, or they only get products and review products that they actually really like or already use. Personally, I don't get paid for any of the reviews that I review, anything that I review on this channel. I don't get a penny from any company. So I'm one of the lucky few YouTubers that can actually critique something without any consequences, because it's just my opinion. That's what I actually think about that thing. So if you are wondering about this scent, maybe we are like exactly the same, and you are like, but why can't I not see the magical thing about this scent or about this product? Girl, you've been duped. Like, somebody got paid to tell you that it's great, and they're probably losing sleep over it too, because they know they wasted your money for nothing. Anyway, that's a lot of ramble for a perfume video, but let's get right into it. In no particular order, this is the first overhyped, and for a while I kept telling myself like, no, you're missing something. Maybe you have a code. Maybe Black Opium, Saint Laurent. This is probably almost every perfume chick or guy on YouTube will tell you how amazing this scent is. Now, I'm not saying this is a bad scent, because it's far from that. But I'm also saying that it is really not as magical as people have said on this platform that it is. If this is your first time on my channel, I will link my perfume collection videos in the description below. I have owned and used and tried quite a fair amount of perfumes, maybe over 50. I've owned over 50 different types of scents, and so I kind of have a fair idea of what I'm saying. I will also start doing videos. This video inspired me to start doing videos of battle of the scents. This is where I'm gonna get a few scents that are in the same category, like fruity scents or floral scents, and then I'm gonna tell you guys which one is the best of those scents in my opinion, because I know of cheaper scents that are better than a 100 perfume that smell exactly the same. Maybe the cheaper one even lasts longer on you than the more expensive one. But anyway, that I will do those videos. Give this video a thumbs up if that's something that you're interested to see. This is Black Opium, like I said, Saint Laurent. It is not anything special. Now, I will, in a separate video, this falls in the categories of fruity, musky, sweet scents. I will review my category of that category, like of sweet floral scents, sweet, fruity, musk, a little bit of like muskiness, a hint of musk scent. I will review my collection of that genre of scents, and I will just tell you that Black Opium is not as magical as we've been led to believe. That's the first scent. The second scent that is a nice scent and I'm happy to have it. Just like Black Opium, I'm happy that I have it, but it's not something that like is not all that at all. This is C, and you'll be surprised about this because, again, I've heard about this on YouTube and like adverts. This is literally one of the most hyped scents. It's just a lot more hype than is worth it. It also falls in that category of sweet, fruity, fresh scents. Again, more on this scent. I'll do a separate review of it, but I will also compare it. It will go into that category of my comparisons, and I will tell you guys what I think is the best for it. So like I said a zillion times, I'm not saying these are the worst scents ever, but I'm saying that they're not worth the hype. They aren't worth the noise that we got on YouTube, because they're, in most cases, they're basic, they're nice scent, full stop. They're another nice scent out there. And I love C, by the way. I actually really like C. I also like Black Opium, but it's not anything groundbreaking. Also, Black Opium and C don't last really long on your body. I have some eau de toilettes in my collection that last longer than them too, even though they are eau de parfum. So, again, not really worth that hype. The other scent that is, I've done a separate review on it. I've hyped it up. I've tried it. I've been one of the ones that have hyped it up. I've done a review on this. I've done a review on this scent. Again, now that I own a lot more scents and I have a cheaper version that's actually 5 to 12 pounds of this, of a similar scent that lasts exactly as long. In my opinion, it's better, and I'll do that review also. You guys will see that review in a bit. But Chanel No. 5, I think that at this point, this is one of the most highly hyped scents, and I did like it at some point, and I did hate it at some point, did like it again and hate it again. Now I found a way to wear it that's bearable, but it's definitely more hype than worth the hype. So that's that. And then the other scent that you guys will be surprised about this, because I've said so many times that I'm going to repurchase it. I still stand by that. I'm going to repurchase it because it is a nice scent, but I think that, like, with the new scents that have been out, there are other competitors for a nice signature scent, even though this one, Chloe by Chloe, is still a nice signature scent. We'll get it again, like it, but it's definitely, it's cult. It's a nice scent. It's simple, it's elegant, it's just a nice scent, but it's definitely not as, it's not everything. The way people say, I couldn't live without it in my collection. But I feel like you get people who hate it. You know, you get people who, and I also think that there are scents on the market that are just as good and definitely better. For instance, Coco Mademoiselle is a better signature scent than this one, in my opinion. And there are tons of other signature. Miss Dior, the old formulation, that would kick this butt, like, would kick the scent's butt, like, you know. Even though it's a good scent, I plan to buy another one because I do like the scent. And one of the things that this is unlike the other scents that I've said, this one actually has a distinctive scent that we know you're wearing Chloe, which is a good and a bad thing. Mostly good thing because it's a nice scent. So, but the other ones, these other scents, especially like Black Opium and C and Co, like company, because there's tons of them, like tons of them. I think Dior, Poison Girl, all of those scents, I call them expensive perfumes. Sometimes I use the word basic to describe them. Not that they're bad scents, but they're just there. They're a nice scent, full stop. There's nothing wow about them, you know. It's a nice scent. So, and then the other one that you, again, if you've watched me for a long time now, you know I've been back and forth with this scent, and I've also found a way to use it, which I talked about in my my kind of recent video. It's my best winter perfumes. I put it, my favorite winter perfumes, I put it there, and how I use this one in that video. But this is another one that is quite hyped, and this and Black Orchid, they're definitely hyped. They're nice scents, they're even unique, but for me it just didn't work out, and I just feel like, you know, it's definitely a nice scent, but I don't know if it's worth, this one especially, I'll use the words, I don't know if it's worth what people say it's worth, you know. Another thing, that when I say overly hyped perfumes, I also mean that the price of them really doesn't justify, you can't justify the price. Like, they're expensive for nothing. Like Chanel No. 5 is like, why is that even expensive? Like, literally, I don't understand. It's nothing revolutionary. I like it, you know, a lot of people like it too, but I'll skip that for Chloe, because Chloe, yeah, okay, I get the price, it's fine. But I was talking to Michael, and we were talking about scents. You guys know Michael if you have been on my channel for a while. And we were talking about scents, and Michael said that there's a reason why, I think we were comparing C to, oh yes, I think we were comparing C to, I just wanted a guy's opinion on it. And we were comparing C to Miss Dior, the old formulation, and no, Miss Dior, the new formulation. And he said, like, there's a reason why in a few years' time, C is going to be £50 and Miss Dior will not be £50, because this is basic, people. There's nothing revolutionary about C, you know. So let's all chill. Really, we need to all chill, because it's a nice scent. Definitely, it's not a waste of money. It's a nice scent, but that's where it all ends. It's just a nice scent, another nice scent. It's not unique. It's not anything that you're gonna smell and be like, girl, what is that? C isn't that. So let's all get a move on. So those were my the perfumes in my collection that I actually do have in my collection that I feel like were overly hyped. That aren't worth the hype and aren't worth the price point either. Another scent that I wanted to talk about is Bamboo, because again, Bamboo was one of the most hyped scents. Bamboo is so basic that I didn't even, Bamboo by Gucci, that I didn't even, I think it's by Gucci, I would double check, but I think it's Bamboo by Gucci. I actually went to the store, I tried it the day that I filmed that trying perfume vlog, and I tried Bamboo, and literally, to me, Bamboo is, it falls in the category of green scents. Like, I think it's, I'm not sure that it's gardenia, but no, it's not gardenia, but it's green. It's like it smells like a forest in bloom, and the best scent for that is actually Marc Jacobs, which I have. I just don't have it here. Which I have Marc Jacobs Daisy. You know, they are like green. It's like a forest in bloom. Green, just everything in a forest blooming. That's what that smells like. They are like natural, more nature scents. So Bamboo, don't, like, before you buy it, definitely try it. It's not worth the hype. it is so much not worth the hype that I didn't buy it. Another one that I promised that I would try, I promised a ton of you guys that I would try it, that I didn't buy it because I felt like there's nothing special about it, is La Vie Belle. I think it's La Vie Belle, or I'll put it here. I tried La Vie Belle. La Vie Belle is really, really loved by tons of people, and it is a nice scent. And like, I wasn't going to go out and add another nice scent to my nice scents. Like, now I look for unique, you know, like a kind of scent that like we haven't really smelled that before. It's new, it's unique, it's just something different, other than I want to smell something, a mixture that's unlike the rest. So, you know, c'est la vie for no, La Vie Belle, for me it didn't work, and Bamboo definitely is not worth the hype. I now know what I like, and I am in much more, my mind's, I am able to make my mind a lot more like faster and more determined, like, this is another hype that's not worth my time. And so when I went to check on La Vie Belle, it was like, yeah, it's a nice scent, it's definitely a nice scent, but that's where that ends. And then Gabrielle as well by Chanel, you know, it's a nice scent, but it's a nice scent, you know. Yeah, it's a nice scent. And so are all, like, Bamboo is literally like, girl, please, like, you think I'm gonna pay money to that? Like, you crazy. Because I have had enough perfumes to know that Bamboo should not be that price, should not be that hype. And I think Bamboo and Black Opium, I've heard that they were distributed to bloggers and YouTubers for free. So, just putting it out there. Anyway, guys, this has been crazy. I hope this helped you. I am to my point, my reason for talking about perfumes is not, besides the fact that I love talking about perfumes. I love critiquing them. I like deciding on them. I love smelling. I love scents. You know, like, I'm a scent junkie. You know, I love scents. And I know that not everyone who watches me is a scent junkie. Sometimes people are just looking for a scent. They don't know whether they should buy a particular scent or not. My duty, I feel like, to you guys is to help you get a scent above the norm. Or at least I want the price and the perfume to be something that I'm like, it makes sense. That makes sense. And if I don't think so, at least my point is to tell you guys that I don't think so. So again, like I've said, I'm not saying that these are bad scents to have, and I'm not saying that like it's a waste of time or energy to have them and a waste of money, but I'm saying if you are looking for more than just a nice scent, more than just a scent that smells like everything, then the scents that I've talked about in this video, you're best avoiding them and looking elsewhere. So now that I've filmed my most hyped scents, the most hyped scents that I don't think are worth the hype, I will probably in a little while also film scents that are not talked about, but I think they should be talked about more because they're beautiful scents. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for tuning in. I love you loads. Mwah.